People, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you for having me. YouTube's Lucas Torreira and all of them things. Now, Aaron Ramsey scored in our last Premier League game and he got an assist, and people are making something out of nothing in his celebration. In that was an ambiguous message to Arsenal or members of Arsenal's backroom. But long story short, 28 years of age in December, most pivotal time in his future, out of contract within the next few months, can talk to foreign clubs in January, free to leave and join whoever he wants at the end of the season. Every week is will he, won't he, and it's just a circus essentially. But when is a contract business in regards to Arsenal? Never that. But yeah, in regards to his replacements, a lot's been said. Do we let Aaron Ramsey go and bring in a like for like? Do we bring in a different sort of midfielder? Preferably, I would like a midfielder that can actually connect the play and stuff. Not getting at anybody, but I'd like that. Equally, I would like a destroyer, another destroyer in the side, similar to Torreira, or obviously it can't be Nzonzi, but maybe like an Nzonzi in my head, people, in that a physical presence. I don't care for his height, but you wouldn't necessarily call Nzonzi a destroyer or defensive mid, because he can connect play, he can do stuff. But equally, you could either have, let's just, you say it's Nzonzi for this example, people. You could have Nzonzi and Torreira might be playing, and you throw on Nzonzi when you want to just shut out the game, or if it's in a game against, I don't know, City, where they're dominating midfield and we need to be good defensively, you can do that. Or equally in a game where you, ironically against City, for another example, where you don't expect to dominate the ball, but you want to be rigid, you want to be able to win the ball back and stuff like that. And Nzonzi, Torreira and someone else could be a bit gazy for City. But yeah, there's also a case of bringing, do we concede that we just keep the central midfield options what we have at the moment and bring in a wide man? Because there's a very much valid debate for that. But I think one person going through people's not going through people's minds to say that, or being slipping under the radar in a sense in regards to this debate, should be Emile Smith-Rowe, in the sense that he's 18 years of age, freshly turned 18. At 10 years, Ramsey's 10 years, basically 9-10 years older than him. Different paths in their careers. Ramsey's a more accomplished and seasoned veteran at this moment in time for obvious reasons. So I don't expect him to be able to instantly. I would love it, and I think he'll cut his teeth, but I can't say he'll jump in Ramsey's immediate role in the first team right now and replace that and things like that. But if you look at how Emile Smith-Rowe, has played. What's he made? 2 appearances for Arsenal now in cup competitions. Forgive me if I'm wrong against Brent. I could be wrong against Brentford, but he definitely started in midweek. And he just generally, even if you look at how he's used him in pre-season. Well, slightly different in pre-season, admittedly, but he's more or less playing the same role Ramsey has, and their profiles are very different yet similar. Similar in the sense that they both have that engine. Emile loves to make that. I really love watching him at youth level, or watching him at youth level, because he makes a good. His game is very, in terms of movement, he's very good at making forward runs in terms of movement, getting beyond the fullbacks, getting beyond the centre halves, getting beyond the back line, and trying to get balls played in behind. Obviously, he likes to take them on, and he's a very forward-thinking player. He wants to make things happen. I don't think he wants to be the showman, because he's very humble off the pitch, and he's humble like that. But showman in the sense that he wants to take the game to the opposition for his team, similar to a degree to Aaron Ramsey, specifically in that 10 role that Unai Emery deems Aaron Ramsey is at this current moment in time in regards to his squad, versus playing in the pivot option, to which he's actually said that about 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1 and 4-3-3. He said the same thing about Ramsey. He said Ramsey can play 8, but he's more of a that. So was Emile. Essentially, forward runs, very similar. Like I said, provide that energy, help Aubameyang if it's Aubameyang up front alone, or if one of them's on the wing in Lacazette's through the middle and Aubameyang's on the flanks. Press with the striker. Look to make things happen. Connect the strikers in the midfield. Look to get into pockets. They do the exact same thing when playing that 10 role. They're very different for obvious reasons. I think Emile can be a bit more polished. He needs to be a bit more polished at first team level, because he didn't really look polished out there. But for me, he's much more technical than Ramsey. He's got much more to him if you give him a ball at his feet than Aaron Ramsey. No disrespect to Aaron Ramsey, because I like him, but they both make them excellent, energetic runs. Obviously, again, he's 18 years of age, so if this was to happen and he was deemed that he'll be the replacement in the squad, he'll get a lowest first team number, because he'll be closer to the first team technically. And just off topic, you've actually seen him, while he hasn't been named on the subs bench, he's regularly been the 19th man in the squad. So if someone was to get injured in the travelling parties or in the home games, he'll drop to the bench or whatever. But yeah, maybe he takes that role in that Unai Emery says, alright, cool. Mesut Ozil, naturally thinking you and Mkhitaryan play in the middle, but the Aaron Ramsey role or that slot that Aaron Ramsey would have occupied if he left, if he stayed at the club versus leaving. Emile can do that. He should be licking his lips at the chances. He's 18. The club rejected moves for loan for him to go on loan. Maybe we can't rule out a loan period away from the club at any stage, because Reece Nelson's one took us by surprise. He was shaping up well in pre-season and being used, and he looked like he would stay, but he's aiding his development in Germany at the moment, so we can't rule that out. But the club rejected it. Uno said you'd get chances, so it's the chance of a lifetime essentially. It's down to him to keep doing it in under 23s and first team training. And ironically, when people are not watching, which is how you carry yourself and off the field and all of these things, which he does very well. He's very mature, as he has to have been, which is credit to his family, credit to his upbringing, but credit to himself essentially, because he must get, even from the ages of probably since he started secondary school, the minute he opens his mouth and says he plays for Arsenal, mad attention, mad scrutiny, and all of these things there. Just off topic, he's also part of a wonderful England, technically under 19s now, I believe, give or take, but part of the great under 17 side that won the under 17s World Cup. I mean, you got him, Callum, Sancho, Foden, Gomez of United, Brewster, Panzo, even Ryan Sessegnon's brother Stefan, sorry. Yeah, ridiculous amount of talent, but that wasn't relevant. But yeah, man, it's down to him. We know a midfielder will come in, but when you just look at like for like, if you was to look at that squad and say who's the most direct replacement to replace Aaron Ramsey, if I could not buy players or players incoming weren't a thing, it could be Emile. I think his acceleration in regards to development could be quicker than people think as well. It all depends on how quickly he takes his chances. Because I've seen him play, definitely have great games in the central areas, but he's played expertly on the wings coming up as well. That can actually help him playing in the role he does. The role he does at first team level for Arsenal, and what I keep calling the Aaron Ramsey role. So yeah, while they're completely different, and I do believe Emile's game is a bit more reserved and a bit more based on technical ability, then Ramsey's game is based on technical ability. He's just not tidy with it, in the sense that he makes some lovely 1-2s, he can dictate play, he can do a lot of that. But more often than not, it's 1-2s with the purpose to go forward. I believe that's the one common trait they share, and that's the one common trait that could see him occupy that space. So yeah, but for now, I'm done waffling now, people. So guys, DG, get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest if you wish. I'm out.